How to Invest in Stocks for Beginners, a step-by-step guide. Hello and welcome to Money Internet, the channel where we help you make smart investment decisions. In this video, we'll be talking about how to invest in stocks for beginners, a step-by-step guide. Investing in stocks is one of the most popular ways to grow your wealth, but for many beginners, it can be a daunting task. That's why we've put together this guide to help you get started with confidence. Before we begin, it's important to note that the information in this video is for educational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice. It's always important to do your own research and make informed decisions when it comes to investing. With that said, let's dive in. Why invest in stocks? Before we get into the details of how to invest in stocks, let's first talk about why you should consider investing in stocks. Stocks are a great way to grow your wealth over time, as historically they have provided higher returns than other investment options such as bonds or savings accounts. Stocks are also a great way to diversify your portfolio and spread your risk across different companies and industries. How to invest in stocks? Now that we've established why investing in stocks is a good idea, let's get into the nitty-gritty of how to invest in stocks. The first step in investing in stocks is to open a brokerage account. A brokerage account is a type of investment account that allows you to buy and sell stocks. There are many different brokerage firms out there, so it's important to do your research and choose one that fits your needs. Once you've opened a brokerage account, the next step is to decide which stocks to invest in. When it comes to choosing stocks, there are a few different approaches you can take. One approach is to invest in individual stocks, which are shares of a single company. Another approach is to invest in index funds, which are a collection of stocks that track a specific market index, such as the S&P 500. When choosing individual stocks, it's important to do your research and look for companies with strong financials and a proven track record of growth. Some potential stocks to consider include Apple AAPL, Amazon AMZN, Microsoft MSFT, Alphabet GOOGL, and Tesla TSLA. Each of these companies has a strong market position, a history of innovation, and a track record of growth. Tips before you buy. Before you start buying stocks, there are a few tips you should keep in mind. First, it's important to start with a small amount of money that you can afford to lose. Investing always carries some level of risk, and it's important to be prepared for the possibility of losses. Second, it's important to diversify your portfolio by investing in a mix of stocks from different companies and industries. This can help spread your risk and protect your portfolio from market downturns. Finally, it's important to stay disciplined and stick to your investment plan. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of the stock market and make impulsive decisions, but this can often lead to poor investment outcomes. 7 important questions about investing in stocks for beginners. 1. What are the different types of stocks? There are 2 main types of stocks: common stock and preferred stock. Common stocks represent ownership in a company and typically give the holder voting rights on important company decisions. This means that common stockholders have a say in important matters, such as the election of the board of directors, major company policies, and the distribution of profits. Common stockholders are also entitled to receive a share of the company's profits in the form of dividends, although the company is not required to pay dividends if it chooses not to. Preferred stock, on the other hand, typically does not carry voting rights, but has a higher claim on the company's assets and earnings. This means that in the event of bankruptcy or liquidation, preferred stockholders are entitled to receive their share of the company's assets before common stockholders. Preferred stockholders also typically receive a fixed dividend payment that is paid out before any dividends are paid to common stockholders. For example, let's say that XYZ company issues 100,000 shares of common stock and 50,000 shares of preferred stock. The common stockholders would have voting rights and would be entitled to a share of the company's profits in the form of dividends, but would be last in line to receive any assets or earnings in the event of bankruptcy or liquidation. The preferred stockholders, on the other hand, would not have voting rights, but would be entitled to receive a fixed dividend payment and would be first in line to receive any assets or earnings in the event of bankruptcy or liquidation. Another example is a real estate investment trust REIT. REITs are a type of investment company that owns and operates income-generating real estate properties such as apartment buildings, shopping malls, and office buildings. REITs typically issue two types of shares: common shares and preferred shares. Common shares give investors voting rights and a share of the REIT's profits in the form of dividends. Preferred shares, on the other hand, do not have voting rights, but have a higher claim on the REIT's assets and earnings, and are entitled to a fixed dividend payment. In summary, there are two main types of stocks: common stock and preferred stock. Common stockholders have voting rights and are entitled to a share of the company's profits, while preferred stockholders do not have voting rights but have a higher claim on the company's assets and earnings and are entitled to a fixed dividend payment. What is a dividend? A dividend is a portion of a company's earnings that is distributed to its shareholders. Not all companies pay dividends, but those that do often have a long history of doing so and can be a good source of income for investors. What is a stock index? A stock index is a measure of the performance of a group of stocks in a specific market or industry. The most well-known stock index is the S&P 500, which tracks the performance of 500 large-cap stocks in the United States. What is market capitalization? Market capitalization is the total value of a company's outstanding shares of stock. It is calculated by multiplying the number of shares outstanding by the current market price of each share. What is a stock exchange? A stock exchange is a marketplace where stocks are bought and sold. The most well-known stock exchanges in the United States are the New York Stock Exchange (NYSE) and the NASDAQ. What is a stockbroker? A stockbroker is a licensed professional who buys and sells stocks on behalf of clients. Stockbrokers can provide valuable advice and guidance for beginner investors. What is a stock portfolio? A stock portfolio is a collection of stocks held by an investor. A well-diversified stock portfolio can help reduce risk and maximize returns. Potential stocks to consider. Now that we've covered some of the basics of investing in stocks, let's talk about some potential stocks to consider. It's important to remember that no stock is a sure thing, and investing always carries some level of risk. With that said, here are 5 potential stocks to consider. 1. Apple. Apple is one of the world's largest technology companies and has a long history of innovation and strong financials. 2. Amazon. Amazon is the world's largest online retailer and has continued to grow its business by expanding into new markets such as cloud computing and streaming media. 3. Microsoft. Microsoft is a leading provider of software and technology solutions and has a long history of innovation and strong financials. 4. Alphabet. Alphabet is the parent company of Google and has a dominant market position in the online search and advertising space. 5. Tesla. Tesla is a leading manufacturer of electric vehicles and has been at the forefront of the shift towards sustainable transportation. In conclusion, investing in stocks can be a great way to grow your wealth over time. By opening a brokerage account, doing your research, and staying disciplined, you can make smart investment decisions that can pay off in the long run. Remember to start small, diversify your portfolio, and stay focused on your investment goals. Thank you for watching this video, and we hope you found it informative and helpful. Be sure to check out our other videos for more tips and advice on investing in stocks, cryptocurrencies, and other financial topics. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos.